right, guys, the only way to drive a Hellcat is to put it in track mode, which I'm gonna do here in a second. Put it into track mode and let her eat. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You guys ready? Whoa! Oh my gosh! That was incredible! Wow, that never gets old. Yo, what's good with you guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm actually just going to get my coffee right now, and it's a gorgeous day out today. Finally, it's not snowing. So it actually snowed last week, which is why I haven't put the new tires on the Hellcat. We ordered some new radials for the Hellcat. I cannot tell you guys how excited I am to finally get a tire on the 2022 Hellcat, because I can't hook. I can't hook at all. Like, anything that I do in this car, I just spin my tires, even at like 60 miles an hour. Guys, it's ridiculous. But anyways, we just hit the 1 year mark of owning the Hellcat, and I want to talk with you guys today on kind of just the total cost. There's a friend right there. Oh man, SRT 392 just went by. How much the total cost is to own this car, and kind of some of the things that maybe I would do differently from ordering a Hellcat. And we'll just go kind of through the process and just kind of talk. I've owned it for a year. I can give you guys some good feedback on really just kind of the expenses versus like the Scat Pack. Guys, the Scat Pack, I'll tell you right off the bat, the Scat Pack compared to this car when it comes to cost, I mean, you're looking at $30,000 less that car is than this car. Which is actually, I was thinking about that yesterday. You have to spend a lot more money to get yourself into a Hellcat unless you're buying one that's like 5 or 6 years old. You know, my Scat Pack, I got a really good price out of my Scat Pack. I got $34,000 out of my Scat Pack with 92,000 miles on it, which is, I sold it at the peak. I mean, it was literally at the peak that you could even get it. And that was like, I think $5,000 over Blue Book. So I got an extremely good deal on my Scat Pack, but the total cost to actually own the Hellcat versus Scat Pack is a lot. And I'm just gonna go down the list really and just let you guys know, like, everything, fuel, insurance, everything has gone up over the year of owning the Hellcat. And at first, when you get the Hellcat, you don't really know how much you're gonna be spending on the car. You really don't. I mean, you're kind of just like, I'm just gonna be spending gas and like that's it. But really, when I'm really anal about the maintenance on this car. So if I run this car hard, I'm changing my oil at 2,500 miles with AMSOIL, which is $150 basically to change the oil in this car almost. I haven't really been running the car that hard. Then we just got new tires. That was almost $900. So mark another $900 off. You can easily blow in fuel. If you were driving this car a lot in track mode, which that's the only way to drive it, you got to drive it in track mode. You can easily blow $70, $80 easily, like a week in this car. Now that was more than, this thing is drinking more fuel than my tuned Scat Pack, which I thought was kind of crazy. I think I'm getting like 10 miles per gallon right now in this car in the city. Now on the highway, obviously you can just leave the cruise on, you can get really good fuel economy, but just be prepared if you're trying to get into a Hellcat. Those expenses are all gonna go up. My insurance has now jumped up more than what it was when I first got the car, because they saw that I was putting more miles on my Hellcat, and that's a higher risk because you're putting more miles on the car. So they bumped it up another $30 a month. So insurance is going up another $30 a month compared to what it was. Now, compared to my Scat Pack, it's about $45 difference a month, which isn't ridiculous, but still, that's more money. So just right off the bat, the fact that the Hellcat realistically is already like a $30,000 difference of a car, and then you have all of these other expenses that keep just tacking on to the car, you know, that you have to basically, you know, pay when you own this car. I always see the Scat Pack guys, they see me and they're like, dude, I just want to get into a Hellcat. And it's like, dude, listen, enjoy your platform right now, have fun with your 392, save yourself some money. The Hellcat, it is an incredible machine. It's engineered from the factory to handle 717 horsepower, and reliably run and even handle 800 to 900 horsepower. And that's honestly, like, that's for $75,000. That's how much this car was. $75,000. Tax was $7,000 on this car. So the car came out to about $82,000. And I tell you guys what, like, really, this is quite, for what you get, it's quite good. So this guy's trying to downshift on me right now. Yeah, but it's quite good for $75,000. Now, if you look at like a new red eye or a new jailbreak, you're easily around $95,000 to $100,000 for that car. So an extra, what, $15,000 to $20,000 that you would spend buying a red eye, which only has, we dynoed one at 509 dyno, guys. I believe it made. So what I was saying before my GoPro just completely shut off on me is we actually dynoed a Hellcat red eye and a regular Hellcat at 509 dyno, guys. And I believe the Hellcat red eye made 680, like, 5-wheel, I think. And the regular Hellcat, they were making around 650 on their dyno, and it was a dyno jet. So you're talking about a difference of 37 wheel horsepower. You guys could literally throw a different fuel in this car and make up the 37 horsepower. It's the $15,000 to $20,000, in my opinion, just isn't worth it. Now, I know the jailbreak is a little bit more power, but still, what, $25,000 more for 50 wheel? To me, it just really wasn't worth it, even though I did actually almost buy a red eye. I didn't really tell anyone about this, but I actually did almost buy a red eye, a brand new one, because it like wasn't that much money, and I was like, well, I'll just take out more money and just like get the red eye, because really it like wasn't even that much money. I think it was like, I think it was like 80, I think it was like $83,000 or $84,000, and I'm like, maybe I'll just take out like $10,000 more and just throw it down and just get one. But I don't know, it just really didn't work out, to be honest. It was across the country, and I'm like, well, if you guys will ship it here and give me a deal, like, I'll pay that price if you ship it here and give me a deal. And they're like, no. So I was just like, okay. But anyways, the point that I'm trying to make is, I think this car that I bought and the price that I got it for, even though the market at the time when I bought this car, everybody was paying $80,000, $70,000 to $80,000 for used Hellcats, and I was able to pick up the 22 for $75,000, which I thought was a steal. And it was brand new. I knew how the car was treated because it was literally brand new. Something that just makes me feel really good about this car is just knowing how, like, it's been taken well care of. Guys, I've actually really enjoyed the car. We'll get the new tires on it. We'll go to the drag strip soon, and we'll tear it up with this thing, and we'll just see what it has. The fact that we were able to pull on a Z06 Corvette with this car, I'm still mind blown by that. And also, for you guys that don't know, the Nissan GTR that we raced on the channel, which I called this from the very beginning. The Nissan GTR was tuned. It was not stock, like we said in the video. Now, the owner claims he didn't know about this. I don't know if that's true or not, but I knew from how well that GTR performed, that car was not bone stock. I knew it. I was like, dude, there's no way that this car is supposed to be making 500 to the crank, and this car was like, at one point, it was like somewhat close to me. Now, my top end pulled away from it pretty easily when I actually hooked, but that low end, like that low end 30 or 40 roll, he was there. Yeah, so we found out that car actually had a tune written on it. I don't know what fuel it was tuned on. I mean, the guy was only running 92, but it definitely was tuned. And I know on those GTRs, I know they make good power with just tunes, like just simple bolt-on tunes. I know they pick up a lot of power with those turbos. So I thought I'd just point that out, that I called it out from day one. And I remember I was actually telling all of his boys, I'm like, listen, I don't know everything, but I can tell you right now, a 500 crank horsepower car is not sticking with me from a 40 roll. Unless the car weighs 3,000 pounds, which that car weighs 3,800 pounds. So yeah, it just really didn't add up. I don't really know why people would just be lying about their mods, or, you know, maybe he didn't know. I'll give it to him. Maybe he didn't know about it. But anyways, guys, we'll get some more runs in. We'll go to the drag strip. We'll tear it up. We'll get the new tires on. We'll see what this car has. You know what I mean? And then maybe we'll start doing some stuff. I'm open to start doing stuff with the Hellcat. I kind of want to do the Joker's ported ported blower. I kind of want to do that because I saw 50 wheel gains on 93 with a 93 tune. So I don't know, we'll see. But anyways, guys, I have enjoyed the Hellcat so much. I wouldn't go back. I wouldn't go back and change anything with this car, man. I'm enjoying it. These cars are done being made. This is the last year, and I just want to enjoy this car. And if I put too many miles on the car, I'll probably go out and I'll probably buy another one. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe, stay tuned, check out all the racing videos. We will see you in the next one. Have an awesome day.